What's up, everybody? And welcome back to the 5 Hour Mini Podcast. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you, but I'm here. Before we continue, please subscribe. Come on, let's get to it. And today's episode is Spotlight Chronicles. But before I get into that, let me just say, as stagehands, I encourage you to please do not be humble. Do not hide your excitement, your happiness, your accomplishments from others just because other people are either jealous, they're either envious, they're either insecure about themselves. That's not your problem. Your happiness is your happiness. However you want to display it, whether you want to post on social media, whether you want to call your friends, your colleagues, whomever. That's your business, your happiness. Do not live your life for other people, because when you try to please everybody else, then you spread yourself thin and then you're unhappy. Because other people are always going to be unsatisfied. They're always going to be insatiable. They can never be satisfied. They can never be pleased. And guess what? At the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, your career is your career. Do what you want to do with your career. And you know what? People will expect you to do things that they wouldn't do themselves. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me tell you, me personally, I will not, shall not, won't not, would not, don't not, can't not, bowler not, clove hitch not, square not be apologetic for putting myself in a position where I put myself in. I pride myself in not kissing ass, not putting an apple on the teacher's desk, not throwing people under the bus, not talking down on other people to make myself look better, to succeed. I don't need to do any of that to get where I need to go. I don't need to do any of that to get to where I want to go or where I should go, or to, move up the ladders, move up the ranks. I don't need any of that. You work for yourself and leave other people out of it. If you can't talk good about other people, then just don't say anything at all. You know why? Because you ain't no better than anybody else. No one's better than anyone else. Everyone's the same, especially in this business. I'm going to just wrap it up. Word to the wise. If you're so concerned about other people working and you're not, here's a hint. Maybe you're doing something that they're not doing. Or maybe they're doing something that you're not doing. Oh, why is he doing that show? Oh, he's doing Super Bowl. Oh, he's doing this show. He's doing that show. Oh, how does he get requested? Oh, this and that. Oh, boo-hoo. Woe is me. Oh, whatever. Shut up. Because when this wave ends, guess what? I'll be sitting right on the sideline with y'all, mother. Yeah, whatever. Well, you get the picture. Now that I got that out the way, let's get back to spotlights. Oh, God. Listen, man, operating a spotlight isn't as easy as it looks. And sometimes it's easier than it looks. It all depends on the job. It all depends on the location. It all depends on what kind of spot. It all depends on, how long the show is, what type of show it is, whether it's a concert, whether it's a play, opera, just a jazz show, ballyhoos here and there, fashion show. It could be anything. It could be anything, man. But you just have to be alert. And the thing about spotlight, the thing about running the spotlight, a lot of people think that they're the best spotlight operator out there. That's the funny thing. People talk like when they operate in the spotlight as if they're the only person in the world that can operate that spotlight. Like, bro, what are you doing that someone else isn't doing? Yo, I've seen some things, man. I've seen this guy, he had the spotlight in the orchestra pit. I'm talking about roving back and forth in the orchestra pit. Bro, what are you doing? He literally had that thing looking like a searchlight. So, let me tell you, we had this comedy show, this stand-up comedian, right? And the lighting designer on headset, he goes, hey, listen, I need for you guys to pick him up on stage, right? And just move him, follow him to center stage, and you just stay there. I don't know what the guy was thinking, if he was thinking at all or what. I think he thinks that he was the other spot because when both of them, went across the stage, he kept going because I guess he wasn't sure which light he was, so he ended up like all in the pit and he nervous. So you just see him like moving around in the pit, like, bro, if you don't just stay still. And you know what? The funniest thing, man, is when a spot op, they mess up or something like that, and the easiest thing for them to do is say, hey man, something wrong with the light, something wrong with the lever on the side, the pan and the tilt, we need more lube on it, we need more spit on it. No, bro, it's you. It's operator's error. We've all been there. I've been there. It's pure comedy sometimes, man. It's not funny at the moment, and of course it wouldn't be funny if it was you. But when you see a spot op panic or something like that, the whole world witness a spot op when he panics. Let's say he's supposed to like douse out, and he can't douse out. So instead of dousing out, he just like hit the chomper, right? So you just see the light go like this across somebody's body because they don't know. They're panicking, so they hit the wrong lever. Like, bro. Hey, spot 2, go. And they hit the wrong. I'm sorry. Hey man, I got some war stories for you. So we're doing Les Miserables, and I was on Trust Spot. So basically on Les Mis, you got stage right, stage left, towers, and each tower has a spotlight on it, right? So they basically move on stage and move off stage, depending on what scene it is. So it had a little spotlight on it, a little color trans size spotlight. It's 2 colors. That was it. 2 frames, 2 tie lines, so it don't fall over. And I had this one pickup where I'm following this guy. And as I'm following him, I gotta fade out. And as I'm fading out, the tower is moving on stage. So it's moving and it's rocking. It feels like turbulence and all that. And I have to take a color out, put another one in to pick up another girl who's right there. All of this happens in like 30 seconds. Max. So the first time I tried to do it, it's opening night. Wednesday night, Tuesday night. Anyway, opening night. I pulled the color off and I tried to pick up the other one. What happened was that when I took the other one off the front of the light, I knocked the other one down. But it fell in between a little bar that had the headset clipped on. So when I tried to pick it up, like this is the bar, the string basically got caught on it like this. It got caught on it. So I couldn't lift it up. So like, yo, what's going on? So I grabbed my flashlight. I got my flashlight like this. I got my flashlight like that. Trying to see what's going on. It's hooked up, tangled up. That was the longest 30 seconds of my life. I'm like, this is bad. This is terrible. This is bad. That's it. Fire me. Fire me. I don't deserve to be here. I don't. Man, I'm talking about I'm untangling. And the light in the front of the house lady, she goes, all right, trust spot 4, standing by. I'm like, oh man, I'm clenching up, I'm puckering up, my eyes start getting watery. Oh my God, dog. Oh my God. But I put in a nick of time, then boom, I picked her up. I was like a sniper. I was like a sharpshooter. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I was sharp. I was on point. Man, I botched that job so bad, man. She ended up having to pick that girl up. The lady who stole a loaf of bread. Because I'm busy up there trying to untangle. And I just put it on. And then I had to like fade up easily. Like I was already there. Oh my God, man. Terrible. Terrible. That was the only time that happened though. But man, oh my God. The thing about running a spot is that your attention span got to be all there. It got to be all there. You don't have to be like ADHD or on just like, you just have to be there. You just have to just be tuned in with what you're doing. Because the biggest mistake I do sometimes is I start to watch the show like as a patron. I end up like, listening to the songs, learning the songs. You do the same show for like a whole week. You're going to start getting bored after a while. You're going to just start singing the songs and, knowing the lines and stuff like that. So what happens is you lose sight on the fact that you're working. You're following somebody. So you can have the light on somebody and you're like following them. Then all of a sudden you're starting to sing the song and all that. Next thing you know, the guy's on stage left and you still sitting here on stage right. So now you got to like pan over real fast or something like that because you're not paying attention. It happens to the best of us, man. You just kind of like zone out and you just starting to like watch the show. I highly recommend before you run any spotlight to just drink some coffee. Me, I got to drink coffee during preset. I got to drink coffee during intermission because it doesn't matter how much sleep you get at night, take a nap before work, whatever. I'm gonna get sleepy around 9 o'clock. Listen, I'm old now. I gotta take my naps. 9:15, I'm up there yawning. I'm yawning. I'm talking about passing out, hibernation time, standing up. I'm falling asleep. So I drink coffee, man. I need coffee. You know the funny thing about coffee is I've never drank coffee unless I came to work. I still don't know how to make coffee. I rely on the props guys to make coffee because I can't do it. Man, you sleepy or tired or restless when you get out your comfortable position and just stand up and you're like pacing back and forth and you're like rocking. I'm talking about you're up there like, my God, Lord, Allah, you up there dying. You're dying. And the whole world is watching you die because the spotlight is on stage. Man, sometimes you get those tricky ones. You know those tricky spotlight pickups? You got to pick somebody up in the dark. They're in the dark, but you got to be dead on, headshot. I'm talking about they'll call the cue. All right, standing by spot 3. You have the doctor downstage left. He's going to be in all black, and there's going to be a headshot. What? Yeah, it's going to be a headshot. It's going to be in the dark. So when you pick it up, you got to hit him dead on because he's going to start talking as soon as he come on stage. And you have to pick him up. I'm talking about pick him up.
Standing by spot 3, you're picking up that needle in the haystack. The pickup is in complete darkness, so you're just going to have to just know where it is. It's going to be on stage left. I can't tell you if it's upstage left or downstage left. Just know stage left. Spotlight 3. Go.
It's crazy. Everybody got their different style. Everybody got their different style of operating the spotlights. But everybody got their different faces they make when they operate in the spotlight too. Me, I'm a people watcher. I like watching people when they're talking. I like watching people's face when they're dancing. You ever see people's face when they're operating the spotlight? You ever notice your face? Think about what type of faces you make. Are you smiling when you operate in the spotlight? Are you frowning? Do you have a stale face? Do you have a poker face? I mean, there's many faces you can be doing while operating these spotlights. Because you're trying to look through the tail ride. You're trying not to look through the tail ride anymore. Come back to life. You kind of just be like, I mean, some shows are busier than others. Some spots are busier than other spots. Man, there's some shows you can't even rest your eyes for a half a second. You can't even blink too slow. You can't even do this. You do that, you messed up. The characters look the same sometimes. In some shows, they look all the same. All the same. Like Hamilton. Oh my God. I swear to you. It's like 3 different guys and they all have on gray suits. And they always stand right next to each other. So you can zone in on one and you do this. I wear contacts, so sometimes I gotta bat my eyes a little bit like that. Well, while I'm holding it on one guy, they'll like swap around each other. So now you ended up going stage left with this guy, but you're supposed to be going to stage right with this guy over here. Cause they done swapped around because you just blinked or you yawn a little bit too hard. You close your eyes when you do that. Man, it's all bad, man. You don't sneeze. Oh, you sneeze? That's it. Much respect to all the front of house roadies because the way some of these guys, they call them so perfectly, so clear. They explain the cue really fast. Like the standbys, they give you ample time to like get yourself ready, get your mojo going. Man. And you know, you get some shows where the pickups are so rapid. Like you feel like you're in a war. You feel like you're an assassin. You're just like, pew, pew, pew. You got to be on point. You got to be on point, man. I mean, it gets to a point where sometimes the front of house roadie sounds like Charlie Brown's mother. Because we so muffled so fast. You trying to listen to what they're saying. You can't even hear it. You're like, yo, beloved. And you just hoping and wishing, man. You get one shot. I feel like you get like one shot, man. There's no ghosting it in after they came up or pick them up later. Sometimes it's like pick them up because as soon as you pick them up, they got to sing. As soon as you pick them up, they gotta start speaking. You feel me? So man, it gets intense. It gets intense. So much intense to the point where you get to a point where you think you can slow down, or you get a little break. You get a little break. I know me, man, as a millennial, I don't know, I gotta check my phone, man. And just when you think, okay, you did a great job, you done knocked this song out, or you knocked out this dialogue, and you just shut her out, and then all of a sudden,
All right, spot 3, standing by. We're gonna do a fade out, 5 count. Spot 3, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out. Spot 3, restore.
you can't even get comfortable. You can't even relax. You can't even exhale. No breaks. None. No. You're in war. You're in war. Just when you think it's over, it's not over. Come back. Restore right now. Boom. You ain't ready. You gotta be ready, son. You gotta be ready. Bro, and as a front of house op, or just a spotlight operator, period, you try to get that flawless show. You know what a flawless show entails? A flawless show. You get every pickup on time. You do every fade. Very fadey. Very smooth. Right? Perfect timing. Perfect iris. Perfect size. Perfect everything. Didn't miss a person. Didn't pick up the wrong person. You picked up the right person at all times. You just look good. You look like you've been rehearsing for weeks. For weeks. And when you have that flawless show, nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can tell you anything. You are a sharpshooter. You are an assassin. Okay? Nobody can tell you anything. You can't wait to get up. You can't wait for him to say, man, great job. Yeah, I know. I know. It's me here. I know. But you also get those times where you drop the ball, Jack. This right here, that feeling, listen, I haven't gone down that road too many times, thank God. But listen, the few times, it's not like you messed up the whole show. It'd be that one pickup or that one cue that you just botched. You can do good for 2.5 hours, and that one cue destroys your legacy. Oh, your whole legacy, boy. Oh man, But listen, you win some, you lose some, but you live. You know, you know. But listen, you will get tested on some of these shows. You will get tested. It doesn't matter who you are. And think about that. You work with a lot of people, and that person think they're the best spot up. This person think they're the best spot up. This person back here think they're the best spot up. And they'll talk about each other. Oh, I'm better than him. I'm better than her. They're not as good as me. But they're all saying the same thing about each other. Like, yo, you should have like a spot off. Stupid. Never mind. But yeah, so anyway, that's all I got for today, man. Stay tuned for our next episode. Please subscribe to the 5 Hour Mini Podcast. Subscribe, like, dislike, comment, do anything you want to do. I'm here for you. Over and out.